Hello kids, let's start with our civics first chapter, the Indian Constitution and its key feature. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. What you just heard was the preamble to the Constitution of India. To understand the preamble, we need to first know about our Constitution. Firstly, a Constitution is a list of principles that the people of a country agree upon as the basis of how they want to be governed. Almost all of the countries of the world have constitution. India is a democratic country and that fact is included in our preamble too. So, the another function of constitution is to define the nature of a country's polity. Before gaining independence, when the process of shift of power was being contemplated, it was decided by the Indian national movement leaders that independent India would follow the path of democracy. They envisioned set of laws that was the functioning of democratic country. Did you know that the constitution was decided by the team of 300 members under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar? It took 3 years to write and came into effect on 26 January 1950, the day we celebrate as Republic Day. As we already saw, India is a democratic country and the constitution gives the equal rights to all people irrespective of religion, race, caste, gender, and place of birth. The rights guaranteed by the constitution ensures that the leaders does not misuse their powers as all the people have equal rights. The constitution ensures that majority does not put their views on minorities and so prevents tyranny. The third function of the constitution is to protect us from ourselves. It means that we do not take any rash or hasty decision based on public emotions. So, what are the features of Indian Constitution? The first feature is federalism. It means the existence of more than one level of government in the country. That is, one at the center, other at the state, and at the local level there is Panchayati Raj. The second feature is the parliamentary form of government. It means that the people elect their representatives to lead the country. The third feature is the separation of powers. These includes the three organs, that is legislature, executive, and judiciary. The legislature is the elected representatives of people This organ of the government is responsible for making laws. Executive implements the law. It is headed by President and Prime Minister. Judiciary ensures that laws and rules of the country are followed properly. The separation of powers state that they exercise their powers separately, but they keep a check on each of them and ensures balance. The fourth feature is fundamental right, which are provided to all Indian citizens irrespective of any discrimination. They are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and the last, right to constitutional remedies. Fundamental duties are interrelated to these rights or they must go together. Next feature of constitution is secularism. Secularism ensures that no particular religion is promoted by the state. These features shows that India is a great place to live in. Now let's enter this chapter with a short recap. We have learned that a constitution is a list of principles that the people of a country agree upon as the basis of how they want to be governed. A constitution defines the nature of a country's political system. The constitution protects us from ourselves, and that the key features of the constitution are federalism, parliamentary form of government, separation of powers, fundamental rights, and secularism. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.